And this is the Vincent's Drugstore version. Check this out. Boom. Dude, look how insane that is. Look how insane that is. So this is basically the shot in Vincent's Drugstore where you see the mask on the shelf out of focus behind Jamie. And there's the close-up of this mask on the shelf where Michael's hand kind of reaches down and grabs it and the mask crumples. This is that version. It's called the Vincent's Drugstore. Basically. That's what it's called. And I think this is my new Grail. This is the most accurate, I think, in existence as far as H-Force goes. And it's so creepy. It's so raw. It's so grungy and eroded and just... It's so... Like, this is a quality mask. Quality latex, quality paint job, quality hair job. Fantastic work. But the thing about the Halloween 4 mask is it looks schlocky and thrown together. And this looks like that, but it's made so well that it's just... It's crazy thinking about the amount of time and effort that went into this piece to make it look this way. It blows my mind, dude. It's insane. Look at that. Look at that, dude. So, yeah. Super stoked about that. Super stoked. Where are we at? Joe Jack says, without Egon, no thanks. Yeah, well, I get it, but that's unfortunately, we can't really fix that. I thought they did a good job and a good send-off in Afterlife. The CG blew me away. Because I'm not a fan of CGI'd faces like that. I thought Tarkin looked terrible. Princess Leia looked terrible. I even thought Luke Skywalker looked pretty terrible. But when Egon showed up on screen in Afterlife, I was like, holy crap, how did they do that? Because he looked like he was there on set. An older Egon. It was insane to me. Insane how they pulled that off. Saturn Video says, last voyage of the Demeter. Yes, absolutely. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that. That's going to be cool. That'll be very, very cool. Thompson Tom says, love the video with you and your daughter showing the mask. Thank you very much. She actually helped me unbox this one too, so she'll be in the next video. She really enjoys the unboxing videos we're doing. So it's a good little like playlist trend we're doing with that. Thompson Tom also says, freaking sick, love it. My H4 is my second favorite. Dude, it's so good. And so I don't want to say underrated because it's not anymore. A lot of people love Halloween 4, but it's still, even as underrated as it, or as non-underrated as it's become, it's still criminally underrated compared to what it should, to the following it should have amassed by this time. Like, everybody should like Halloween 4. It's so damn good. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Justin Smith says, what's your favorite look of Myers? My favorite look, and this is sort of like the Freddy Krueger argument I have. My favorite look for Michael Myers is Halloween 2. 1981, Dick Warlock's visage in the suit and the mask. My favorite look. The scariest Myers look is the Halloween 6 Myers. But one of the creepier looks, obviously, is the Halloween 4. Like, the Halloween 4 look is absolutely frightening to me. Like, this, as derpy as people say it is, and I guess on some level it is, there's something so scary about the Halloween 4 masks. And I say masks because although it's the same sort of facial expression, we see a tons of variants of this in the movie. There's this, the regular mask, the thing with the extension on the bottom, without the extension, pink hair, fleshy colored. You know the whole bit. There's tons of versions in the movie, and every single one is horrifying. Yeah. I've said this before in other videos, not live streams, but video essays. By the time Halloween 4 rolls around, Michael Myers seems very inhuman compared to what he was in 1 and 2. He seems almost like an insect, like one of those mimic bugs wearing a skin suit or something. He seems unknowably inhuman. Not so much in Halloween 5, obviously, which I do love that movie. I do love that Myers. I do love that mask to an extent. But Halloween 6 sort of brought back that scary insect-like Myers, which freaks me out. And I think the only other movie that he was scary like he was in 6 and even in 4 was Halloween Kills. I think Halloween Kills really captured that manic, aggressive, inhuman, frightening aspect of the character that we had not seen since Part 6. 2018 didn't have it, Ends didn't have it, but Kills is the current scariest Michael Myers. Not as scary as Halloween 6 or 4, but Kills just, it did it, man. Kills did it, for sure. Absolutely. Let's see where we are in the chat. Thompson Tom, H4 is even more emotionless, pure boogeyman. Absolutely. That's probably the reason why, or at least one of the reasons why. Thompson Tom, Warlock's my favorite. There you go. Warlock and Wilbur are my two favorite Myerses. Pure devil in there from his performance. Absolutely. And I think a lot of people knock on Warlock because they say he was too robotic. But I feel like Warlock was more in line of the spirit of what the Shape was said to be than he was in the first movie. Like in the first movie, no matter what Dr. Loomis said about him, he still seemed like just a young kid in a mask, which is fine. But in part 2, he seems very inhuman. So he seems more like what Loomis's boogeyman was being described as in the first movie than he actually was in the first movie, if that makes sense. So, Justin Smith says, have you seen the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's? I just watched it 2 days ago. It looks pretty cool. Obviously, I saw the Willy's Wonderland movie last year. I finally got that on Blu-ray. Enjoyed the hell out of it. So obviously I'm making the comparison. I think Five Nights at Freddy's, the game, came out before any of those movies. Because I think Banana Splits is another one sort of like that, right? But I think those movies, both of those movies, I think were homages to the game without having copyright or licensee issues. So they were different. I think that's the reasoning behind them, correct? It's got to be. But the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's, it looks cool. It just, again, because we're so close to Willy's Wonderland still, it kind of feels like I'm just watching that trailer to a lesser extent. But I'll watch it. I might even go see that in the theaters. Who knows? Who knows? I need to play those games. I've never played them. Are they good? Justin Smith, that's mine too. Dick Warlock's look in H2, fantastic. Fantastic. Plus, H2 has the blood tears. Pure cinematic growth. Absolutely, Thompson Tom. Absolutely. Joe Jack, hot take. The only Halloween movies I actually like are 1, 3, and 4. That's not a hot take, Joe Jack. I know a lot of people who love 1, 3, and 4 and nothing else. Absolutely. But good stuff. 1, 3, and 4 are fantastic in their own rights. Justin Smith says, yeah, the games are kind of lame. How many games are there? And how are they interesting? Like, isn't it one tiny little building? Is there are there bottom levels? Are there multiple? I don't know anything about those games. But how do they stay interesting if it's just one, like, kids shop thing? Like, it's like a Chuck E. Cheese, basically. How does that remain interesting? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. But I do know this. I also know this. And this.
What is this? A floating island?
Also, the Unita boys left out Ghostbusters 4, so it's just on site. It's going to be on site. I mean, how dare you? Honestly, how dare you? Thompson Tom says, Brandon, have you seen Sometimes They Come Back? Underrated Stephen King film. I have seen it, and I will be this guy. I think part 2 was better. I enjoyed the hell out of part 2. The scene where the guy's throwing like the playing cards at Jan. Crazy movie, man. Crazy movie. Justin Smith, you basically sit there and watch cameras the whole time. Okay, that's weird. Joe Jack says the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game comes in August. Yes, I'm stoked about that. I am really stoked. I am getting that. Hopefully day one. Hopefully day one. Justin Smith says, is there any context for that floating island clip? Nope. Well, I have the context in my own head, but I'm never going to put it here. And so you guys are just going to have to wonder about it until the end of time because it's just no context needed.
What is this? A floating island?
Anyways. Good stuff. Good stuff. Justin Smith says, yeah, I played the TCM game. I was part of the tech test. That's very cool. Very cool. Explain to me, Justin, because I haven't played the Friday the 13th game either, even though I really wanted to, but I guess now I've missed the boat because they're shutting down the servers, right? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is going to play like that game, correct? So it's going to be basically either you're hiding from Leatherface and the family, or you are Leatherface and the family, and the goal is to either kill the kids or survive the family. That's the goal. It's not going to be, there's not going to be any kind of a story mode where you can play through the story of the movie, correct? Am I correct? Or is there going to be a story mode? Because that would be very cool. That would be very, very cool. Thompson Tom. Yes, the sequel, the guy from Tremors that's married to Reba. What are you referring to, Thompson, right there? Oh, Michael Gross. He's married to Reba, huh? Let me look that up real quick. That's weird. Michael Gross. Oh, right, the actor, duh. The guy, he plays, what's his name in the movie? He plays Burt Gummer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was thinking, he's not actually married to Reba in real life. He meant in the first Tremors movie. Okay, I get you. I was so confused for a second there, Thompson. My bad. Again, my brain is not here tonight. Joe Jack says, dude, the Friday game is amazing. It's only $5 now. Yeah, but is it worth playing? Because the servers are dead now, right? You can't even really play with anybody else. Am I right or am I wrong? Neo Z, what's up, Neo? Any chance you can play the Dissect an Alien commercial for the chat, homies, please? Dissect an Alien. Dissect an Alien. Dissect an Alien. Neo, am I missing something? Is this an inside joke? Am I having another brain fart? Let me know in the comments what you're talking about. Dissect an Alien commercial. Justin Smith says, very similar, but I found TCM to be more fun than the Slaughterhouse map. Not sure about story mode. I doubt it, though. I'm pretty sure it'll be online only. That's fair. Saturn Video says, you can play F-13 until December. Oh, cool. Nice. I will buy it then, because I do want to play it. Once the server goes down for F-13, will you still be able to play it? Like, is there a mode where you can play it without having to be online, or once the servers goes down, it's just kaput entirely? Like, how is that going to work, Saturn? Justin Smith says, F-13 game, you can play it, yeah, for one more year. Excellent. I'll probably get on that then, especially if it's $5. I'll just download it digitally on my Xbox. Sweet. Sweet stuff, man. Neo Z, no joke, it's a toy commercial. I hear you. Thompson Tom, Brandon, do you have any original horror movie posters in that room? I do not. Not in this room. I have a stack of posters in my bedroom put away in storage that I should break out here for one of my live streams and just go through them one by one. Up here in this closet above our media area, I have a couple posters up there rolled up. I have a Glenn Strange painting print poster size rolled up. I need to frame that, but I'll show that off too next time, but it's too hard to get to all this stuff right now. Joe Jack says you can play Friday until at least December. Oh, 2024. Okay, not even this December. Sweet. Yes, I play on Xbox and have no issues. It gets a very dedicated fan base. Sweet. I'll have to play together when I get on that when I get on the server. That'll be kind of funny. Maybe we can live stream that. You guys just killing me the whole time or something. That'd be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. Pretty funny. So we've been going for, let's see, an hour and 45. I've had a good time tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, it's been a very, very chill, weird 4th of July. Probably the most chill 4th of July we've ever had. But our daughter Isabella had a good time. I had a good time. I think Shanna had a good time. It was just very chill, very relaxed. Nothing major happened. We went to the parade. We saw some killer fireworks in the town over. It was good stuff. And I felt like I needed to go live tonight just to sort of that last little cap end to the holiday weekend, even though it's Tuesday. Again, even though it's a Tuesday. Justin Smith says, you do have to feed Grandpa blood constantly in the TCM game to help you be able to detect the victims on the map. What the hell? Is Grandpa like, he has like magic powers that are fed by the blood, so when you feed him the blood, he can just tell you where they are? That's pretty strange. Saturn Video says, it's a coincidence that Jason Lives is my favorite Jason in the game. No, because Jason Lives, Jason is the best Jason. Jason Takes Manhattan Jason is the scariest Jason. Jason Lives Jason is the best Jason. Sort of like my Freddy's Dead, or my Freddy Krueger argument. My favorite Freddy is New Nightmare Freddy. The scariest Freddy is Freddy's Revenge Freddy. So, hopefully you can pick up what I'm putting down there with that concept. Oh yeah. Thompson Tom, appreciate you answering all these questions. You're a cool dude. My favorite Child's Play film. Oh, what's up, Thompson? With the favorite Child's Play film question. It's got to be, okay, I'll give you some context. Growing up as a kid, Child's Play 2 was my go-to. Child's Play 3 was my secondary go-to. Child's Play 1 I didn't watch as much as a kid, but every time I watched it, I was enthralled with it. And now as an adult, an old man at that, Child's Play 1 is so good and so captivating and so rich. It's just insane to me how good of a movie that is, inside and out. Even the acting is killer in that movie. Like, you believe everything about Child's Play 1, it's got to be part 1. Part 1 is so damn good. And again, I think part 2 is the easiest to digest. And the easiest to watch, but Child's Play 1 is probably a masterpiece, or at least akin to a masterpiece. I also think Bride of Chucky is severely underrated. I cannot stand Seed of Chucky to this day. Curse of Chucky was pretty good. Did not like Cult of Chucky, but liked it better than Seed. Had not seen the TV show, refused to watch the TV show, watched about 25-30 minutes of the remake with Mark Hamill, turned it off. Not a fan of that movie. For me, it's Child's Play 1, 2, 3, and sometimes with or without Bride of Chucky, because I do love that film in its own right. Everything past that, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Justin Smith says exactly the same with Jason Lives and Jason Takes Manhattan. Exactly. Like, Jason Lives is my Jason. Like, that's the most iconic Jason to me, right? But Jason Takes Manhattan Jason, I've said this a million times, is the scariest. There's something relentless about that version. He feels like the Jason you cannot get away from. Like, I feel like you could get away from part 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, Freddy vs. Jason, if you really put your mind to it. But something about Jason Takes Manhattan Jason feels like he's going to get you no matter what. And there's something really unnerving about that. Thompson Tom, I love Child's Play 3. Nostalgic will never get old. The first 3 as a whole. Yep, I agree. I saw that in theaters, like a bunch of other horror movies at the time that I probably shouldn't have been watching. My mom somehow took me to see that at our old AMC back in 91. I think it was 91. I would have been 4 or 5 years old. The most vivid memory I have of seeing that movie in theaters was the part where, first of all, the opening scene where the blood gets dipped into the rubber and it turns into like the swirly blood thing. That was killer. But the empty head of the doll screaming no, that is the most, it's locked into a core memory in here from that theatrical experience. So weird. So weird, man. Emmerich says, agreed. Cable usually played horror sequels more growing up, so when I finally seen Child's Play and Alien, they became my favorites. Excellent. Saturn Video says, but Brandon's Seed of Chucky is a masterpiece. No, sir. No, sir. I will admit there's funny stuff in it. It's easy to roast, but I think Bride of Chucky pushed it as far as it should have gone into comedic, manic territory. I think the ending scene, the punchline of the baby being born, was a joke and should never have been explored palpably in a sequel. I just think Seed of Chucky, you can't recover from that fully ever if you keep it canon, which they have. So it's like, I roll my eyes at it. I know people love it, and I don't hate on those people, and I try not to hate on the film, because not everything is everybody's cup of tea, but it's just like, I feel like the series went so wrong with Seed of Chucky, and it's never really recovered. And I don't think it ever will recover. So that sucks in that regard. But John Waters in that film kicks ass. I do love John Waters. That guy is crazy. I love that guy. Justin Smith says, I only like Child's Play 1, 2, and 3. After 3, I feel Chucky turned into a joke. I feel like he was still pretty serious in part 4, though. Like, I think Bride of Chucky was more of a tongue-in-cheek, I guess you could call it a joke. He just became so mainstream and so hip by that point that he was just sort of overly embraced by the masses. But I think Seed of Chucky was when he really became a joke, in my opinion. Justin Smith, always loved the death of Chucky in 3. Oh, it's so good. That sound that they use when he hits the fan blades is so crazy to me. I love that sound effect. And I still love the fact that they show his chopped up remains at the beginning of Bride of Chucky. What a good little kiss on the cheek as far as continuity is concerned. Like, they're keeping part 3 canon to Bride of Chucky. Like, back then, even, we knew continuity was important. And it was good to see that they carried over, at least. They didn't really mention it by name directly in the film, but the fact that he was chopped up at the beginning and she sewed him back together, I'm glad they kept part 3 fully in canon. Because I know a lot of people didn't like part 3, and that movie sort of tanked at the box office. So we were lucky in that regard that Bride of Chucky continued directly from that. That's what I'm starting to get to. John O'Bannon says, I watched the Child's Play series. It's actually pretty decent if you ignore the socio-political underpinnings. I guess. I mean, maybe I'll give it a whirl in a couple of years. It's just, I think it's just too much. Like, I really don't want to watch a TV show about Chucky. I don't have time to dedicate to these shows as it is. I'd rather watch movies, one-offs I can enjoy for 2 hours of my time, and then be done with it, and then go back to watching The Office with Shanna. That's the one show I can really dedicate a lot of my time to reruns of. That and 70s Show and Cheers and stuff like that. I don't want to watch Chucky as a TV series. I feel like, I don't know. I'm being old and folded. I'm not trying to kill the buzz, but it's like, I just don't see what the hell the point was. Whatever. I'm rambling about Chucky. I am rambling about Chucky. Joe Jack says, but I hear you, John O'Bannon. I hear you. I've heard that before. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm probably not gonna ever give it a chance. Maybe down the road. Maybe. Joe Jack says, Bride of Chucky is the last one I saw. Any new ones worth watching? I hate Seed. I enjoyed Curse. I did not enjoy Cult, but I liked Cult better than Seed. And I didn't even finish the remake. So if that tells you anything, then good. Saturn Video says, Curse of Chucky is legitimately great. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good, especially for a straight-to-video movie, especially the year it came out. Because that was what? That was 2013? 2012, maybe? I don't know. Whenever it came out, it was good. Cult, not so much. Kind of lackluster. Thompson Tom, besides Valentine, what's your favorite 90s slasher? Valentine is actually a 2000 slasher. It's not my favorite slasher. My favorite slasher is Jason Lives. It's also my favorite horror movie. And so on. I'm rambling. But I get what you're saying. Besides Valentine, are you saying as far as like, because I consider Valentine's one of my top slashers. But are you asking like, besides Jason Lives and Valentine, or like just beside, like on the level of Valentine, are you asking like in that genre? Let me know, Thompson, because I can go on and on about this and categorically decipher through everything in my head, and it's take 2 hours at the time. So I don't think you want that kind of answer. Justin Smith says, I watched the first season, Chucky, and then I was like, yeah, I'm out. That's what I've heard a lot too. Joe Jack says, Cheers is so good. Night Court 2. Yeah, Night Court kicks all kinds of ass.